Hey, getaway. Finally, this is happening. I put together several episodes on Brazil. So if you want to approach watching them in the right order, check out this playlist. So in this episode, we are in beautiful province or the state of Maranhão in Lençóis Maranhenses, one of the natural wonders of Brazil. But before getting there, I just arrived to São Luís from Jericoacoara. I took a bus from there. Don't forget to check out that video on Jericoacoara as well. So I arrived last night in the city which called São Luís, and I wanted to go for a swim, but looks like not today. That's the city which is going to teach you what is the low tide and what is the high tide, and it's very easy to understand. And I find out it's actually lies down on the island, but then I found this. So maybe I'm gonna swim later. By the way, walk around at the end of December and the city was not the best idea, so I head down to hostel. By the way, I also can recommend that hostel. It's called Reviver Hostel in the downtown. It's really nice and fancy place, like you living in a castle basically. And then in the evening I got a chance to get off and the weather was great. Look at San Luis vibe. Look at this place. I was here today, and look at the tide. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. And look what's going on here in San Luis today. It's a lovely city, huh? So interesting and so weird to see the palms and then those kind of Christmas trees and all this decorations here in Brazil, because it's like 30 degrees Celsius. So my perception of São Luís was pretty positive. I found this place pretty tranquil and safe. As for Brazil, but the next day I needed to go to Barreirinhas. I signed up for 2 days tour in the hostel where I stayed, and yeah, that's the gateway to exploring this amazing part of the world, Lençóis Maranhenses. There you go. That's the first spot on the way to the Lagoa Bonita, I believe that's how they call. Basically, the mangrove or whatever it is stops here, this forest, and it ends up with this dune. And I believe that the view from there should be amazing. Yeah, heading up to this dune, I couldn't believe my eyes. This is like a real desert, like Sahara Desert where I've been before. In Egypt, for example, or in some deserts in Emirates and stuff, but this is something very unique, and finally I crossed this place off my bucket list. It was on a bucket list long ago, and I literally speechless. So when I was there, it was pretty windy. Let me read for you the Wikipedia facts. So Lençóis Maranhenses National Park. It's a park in the state of Maranhão in northeastern part of Brazil. It's the 155 hectares park, includes 70 kilometers or 43 miles of a coastline, and an interior composed of rolling sand dunes. During the rainy season, the valleys among the dunes filled with freshwater lagoons, prevented from draining by the rock beneath. The park is home to a range of species, including 4 listed as endangered, and has become a popular destination for ecotourists, or just wanderers like me and the people that you can see on this video. I would call this expectations versus reality. You know, you think you're gonna be alone in the desert, but you're not alone. There's plenty of people around, and you need to go a little bit further to be by yourself and take some nice footages right there. Also, the tour took place in the late afternoon for us to see the sunset kinda, and also because it's too hot during the day in this mini desert. These flowers at the bottom of this lagoon. This place is unbelievable. Out of the world. Out of this world. And then if you happen to be on this tour, make sure that you just make a couple of steps or a couple of 100 meters from the touristic location and just go to another lagoon just a little bit further, and then you're gonna find yourself basically on your own in front of the nature, in front of an untouched, super unique and very, very interesting environment and interesting scenery. For me also it was a paradise because I could take so many reflection photos, reflection videos that I love, and also there's this vegetation and even some animals that I've met. It's a very interesting place. This edge is the most interesting one. Well, as I thought so, you just need to walk 200 meters from the people and you're basically gonna be on your own, by yourself, just you in the desert. Look at the desert behind me, and look at the jungles behind me. So all the Instagrammers and TikTokers, you're gonna appreciate this place the most because you can grab so much of videos, photos here, you know, create so many TikToks, Reels, Shorts, whatever you're up to, because this place actually inspire you to, you know, to be creative. So keep that in mind. Also, I took some pictures that I'm still using for my channel. As you see, can't stop recording the videos. I'm a bit sad to leave this place, but I think this is the time to say goodbye. A little bit sad, or as the local gente would have said, triste, but I don't think this place is the best place to be in the middle of the night. So I believe this barrier protects all of this vegetation, and there are some people, those villages right there, these dunes right here, protected by this vegetation. I think it doesn't let this dune spread further there. All this underneath this vegetation is actually sand. And then another about 1 hour jeeping, 1 hour ride back to Barreirinhas. Again, we were crossing the river, this time on the one of the 4x4. And then also I got a chance to get off a little bit and have some, or experience some evening vibes of Barreirinhas. And then I needed to rest because the next day it's a new adventure. So I stayed the night in the Barreirinhas, spent the night in the hostel. And then the next day we went down this river, Preguiças. Sorry for my Portuguese. Another beautiful day. I'm on a dune next to the river. As you see, there's a jungle on one side and another desert on this side. We're just making random stops on the way, and we always were having a half hour here, 1 hour there. There was a guide who were telling us how much time do we have, and it was a very nice, relaxing trip. and it's the other side of the river, and there's more and more sand dunes. This place is amazing. I feel like Aladdin. But again, this is a desert. You don't want to stay here for a super long time. By the way, the sun is not super hot. I believe it's because of the wind. But the experience is amazing. Look what I found. Little oasis among the dunes. In this place, I'm rediscovering this little boy that still lives somewhere there deep inside of me, that wanna just explore, play around, spend some time outside, outdoors. Brazil, it's a beautiful place for this. It's suitable, and it's definitely worth to visit. And with all its deserts and other type of natures. And then the next spot, once we got back to our boat, was to visit this famous lighthouse. Via this spiral staircase, you can get on top of it, and there's gonna be a nice view, so you can take even more beautiful pictures. What can I say about these small villages in these touristic places? People live here such a simple life. That's why you see all this on the streets, but who cares? So there's a river. Here is the ocean. That was the last spot of this tour. From there we got back to beautiful Barreirinhas, and from there back to São Luís. Let me show you a few more footages from there, from the evening in São Luís and the next following day. Different colors of Brazil. São Luís can be like this. And then the final chord of this trip was to cycle with my new friend, which I actually met during this trip in Curitiba. You can check out this video to understand more about this trip or the whole playlist. Yeah, so that's how we were enjoying the full moon here in São Luís. By the way, kudos to you, Eva, and thank you for this great experience and warm welcome in beautiful city of São Luís. It was just a regular evening in São Luís until I saw this. Ta-da! Wow. Is it United States or it's Brazil? They have their own Statue of Liberty. So stay tuned for more episodes from beautiful Brazil, and not only Brazil. There's a couple of videos from Latin America, from my experience working on a cruise ship, from different activities that I was doing, from cycling to kayaking, different outdoor activities, exploring different cities, and much, much more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.